Located near Sonoma's Plaza on 1st Street East, there's Vintage House. Listen to what some of our members have to say.
The way I became involved with Vintage House is someone in my neighborhood mentioned it and said it was really good for yoga, and I needed something to do for my health. And yoga turned out to be fantastic because it's not only very relaxing, but it's very stimulating. When I first realized that something was wrong with me, and it was 2 years ago, and they told me I have early stage Alzheimer's, a very rare kind of dementia called Benson syndrome, actually, but it goes into Alzheimer's. Instead of feeling sorry for myself, which I did for about 10 minutes, I threw myself into learning everything I could to help myself. And there wasn't really very much here in Sonoma, but I contacted the Alzheimer's Association because they were the biggest in the country, I thought, and I think they are. And somebody down in San Rafael said, come down and we'll show you around. And they invited me to a meeting, which was just like AA. There were 30 people in the room. They were from age 50 to 80, early stage. And no one knew anybody's last name. They've been doing it for about a year, and people were talking, helping each other, guiding each other. It was fabulous. Why is it important to have a program like this? Vintage House is a senior group. It's the most amazing one in the country. I can't find any place else in the country that has one that's so dedicated to seniors without some, ulterior motive, a thing that people put in the money, people work here and they work for free or they work for very little. I mean, it's all wonderful. And we have about 60 different activities. I don't do very much of any of the other activities, I have to be honest. Why don't I do, I'm a Brooklyn girl. And I don't drive, I've never driven, and Vintage House supplies a free driver to class and back from class. They'll even take me to the store or the hairdresser. I mean, they're wonderful. It's the best thing that could happen to seniors. And the amount of people in this town that love Vintage House is enormous. I did a big dinner with a number of people here. We did a Moroccan dinner, because I lived in Morocco for 7 years. We did a big Moroccan dinner. We had a couple of hundred people come to raise money for Vintage House. It's worth it.
Vintage House.
Happier, healthier lives for all Sonoma seniors. Come join us. Remember, our house is your house.